on in now. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Welcome to the Wicker Bar. You know me. I'm the host of this video, Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the goddamn motherfucking Delridge. I am one of Santa's elves, and I know you're probably wondering the rug burn that I have on my forehead. Well, when we have these get-togethers at our house, Rael's very into like having games, parlor games, and so you're familiar with the one where it's like you're the wheelbarrow. You're on your hands, and somebody's got you on the back, and they got your legs, and you're racing. Well, we do that here, but what we do is the person that's a wheelbarrow is using their nose, and they're rolling a fruitcake across the carpet. Well, you know, the person that was pushing me was going a little bit too fast, and my forehead scraped against the carpet. Henceforth, I got a little bit of rug burn on there. And unfortunately, I didn't win the race. Very, very disappointing. This evening, the cocktails, it is happy hour. It is Thirsty Thursday. We're kind of gearing up for the final few days of the year. This is video 401. I've uploaded 401 videos. Most of them are cocktails. Some of them are cooking. Some cooking and cocktails. A few other ones sprinkled in there, but I think that's a fairly respectable run, and I'm quite proud of myself, and I want to thank my lovely camera woman for joining me on this journey. So this evening, this isn't really for us, this isn't a cocktail that we would have for a happy hour. This is more of a dessert thing, or more if you're having people over on Christmas Eve and, you know, you're going to open up a present, or you're going to have some cookies or a little fruit cake or panettone or something delicious like that. This was inspired by the, you know, when you learn something new, it's always a magical experience. When we learned that you could make your own magic shell. And if you're not familiar with magic shell, it's a product that you would squiggle over ice cream, and then it would harden on the ice cream. Or if you were younger and you went to Dairy Queen and you'd get the dilly bar, back when they used to make them like to order, and they'd dump the dilly bar, they'd have the thing of ice cream on the stick, and they'd dump it in the either chocolate or butterscotch or strawberry, and then they would pull it out and it would harden. Same technique here, and this is more of a technique that you can use. We're using it on the rim of the cocktail glass, which you'll see shortly. Just let me pontificate on this a little bit more. You could freeze frozen banana pieces, strawberries, just whatever you put this on, it has to be frozen, and that's what sets it up. Really, really easy to make. Just some chocolate chips, chocolate baking chips that we use for this batch right here. Nestle Toll House. You could probably use butterscotch ones, peppermint, maybe peanut butter. Go crazy. So it's a cup. It's a cup of the chocolate chips and 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, and just let that melt in the microwave. Do it about 20 or 30 seconds at a time, and let it melt. Stir it up a little bit, and this is going to be enough. I think when I did this batch, I just did a half a cup of chocolate and 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil, because I don't really need, you know, a cup of magic shell is going to last you a long time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do 2 cocktails this evening. One that we're going to do is a chocolate mint martini, and then the other one is going to be kind of a little play on a chocolate coconut deliciousness, where we're gonna I toasted up a little bit of a coconut here, but you'll see. So first, let us prepare our glasses. You know, I have a thing for the chilled coupe glasses, which you keep in the freezer. If you don't have the coupe glasses, anything, a wine glass I think would work really, really nice. And if you don't, this is a technique. You can go crazy. And the good thing with the magic shell, if you look, you see other recipes where you're dipping it in chocolate syrup. The chocolate syrup just keeps dripping. This is going to harden, and it's going to be delicious. And then your guests, when they're done with their drink, almost like Willy Wonka, where he ate the cup, you'll be able to lick the chocolate off of the rim. It's really nice, really, really nice. So let me get started here. Chilled coupe glass. Pretty simple. It just depends on how much chocolate you get on there. I mean, each one's going to be a little bit different. And then you're going to stick it back in the freezer. When we did these, we did the chocolate mint martini for our holiday white elephant gathering, and I just did up about 12 of these, and you can do it in advance, which is great. Just clear a little flat spot in your freezer. Works out wonderful. And then we're going to try, got a little bit of chocolate in there, I did test this out. Let's do our, if you wanted to make this like an Almond Joy, trademark copyright, you could put a little, some little shredded almonds in there as well. Look at that. All right. Excuse me, Winston. Okay, so those, our coupe glasses are ready, and I'm just going to kind of go move this out of my way. Hopefully Winston doesn't decide that he has a taste for no, my friend. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do, we're just going to do our chocolate mint martini. This is going to have, this is kind of a lesser expensive chocolate liqueur. Once again, technique, you can do whatever, go crazy, whatever you really feel is piquing your peaker. Yeah. We're going to do 1 ounce. And I'm just doing a measurement for just one cocktail. One ounce of our chocolate liqueur. And this inexpensive white mint liqueur. If you had peppermint schnapps, you could do that as well. We're going to go 1/2 ounce of our mint liqueur. Put that right there. And 1/2 ounce of vodka. We had one of our guests at the party who is a big fan of just plain old vodka on the rocks. Luckily, he didn't get into that. I got a nice bottle rail, got me from a distillery in Montana earlier on in the year. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, this is one I did earlier. It got a little bit drippier. But that is really sexy. I mean, you serve that up to your guests, you are going to be the king or the queen. And that's just kind of, whoa, I didn't want to get the ice cube in there. That's just kind of a little short pour. This is kind of a sweet drink, you don't want to get into too much of this. I'm gonna wipe this down. I'm gonna go put this over here with my other stuff. Thank you, Rael. So there's our chocolate mint, and I can guarantee you that is a very, very, it's delicious. Next up, we're going to do our chocolate coconut, which is kind of like a Mounds, or like I said, if we have a little almond in there, it'd be like an Almond Joy. Really, really simple. We have our shipwreck coconut rum. And I suppose if you wanted to, maybe if I would have thought about that earlier, I could have thrown a little hazelnut liqueur in here, or maybe a little frangelico as well. But I did not think of that because I'm not a big thinker. So that's 1 ounce of our coconut rum. And 1 ounce of our chocolate liqueur. And there's some really fancy ones. I think maybe Haagen-Dazs makes one. I think Godiva makes a chocolate liqueur. I don't, if you're feeling really, really generous, you can buck up for it. I don't know that it's necessary. Look at that. Toasted coconut rim on that. And once again, just kind of a short pour. You know, with something like this, you're not going to want to do a dirty shake on these. You just want these up without any ice in it. Otherwise, it's gonna kind of dilute the chocolate. So there you go. That's those, and we're just gonna pause for a minute. I'm gonna get cleaned up, and then I'm gonna make a little cocktail, you know, for Rael and myself for happy hour today. These we'll save these for dessert or something. So just hang tight. Let me get cleaned up, and I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, as promised, I'm back. I'm making a cocktail now that's gonna be a little bit more up to our speed for drinking here at happy hour on a Thursday here at the Wicker Bar, broadcasting live on the shores of the beautiful Longfellow Creek in West Seattle. Video number 401. You know, I was always really hoping I would have gotten 500 subscribers by the end of the year. That doesn't matter because I'm still making videos, I'm making cocktails, I'm taking care of business. This one was one that we did have picked out for the holiday party. We did do the Eye of the Dragon, which had the Baiju. Well, that was the Asian pear. The Eye of the Dragon had. That Eye of the Dragon had the lychee. This one is called Dragon's Breath. And this one has gin, Aperol, simple syrup, orange juice, and lemon juice. Shall I just get right to this, Rael? I won't use that particular jigger because it's got chocolate in it. And look at So this is going to be a cocktail for two. So I'm going to go 3 ounces of our gin. We're doing the big gin here. There's our 3 ounces of gin. 2 ounces of lemon juice. 1.5. 2 lemon juice. 1.5 simple syrup. I'm going to go just a little bit lighter than that. I think that's a little bit, going to be a little on the sweeter side. I'll do about 1.25 ounces of simple syrup, actually. All right, you two, you kids. I know I had promised another visit from Santa Claus. I don't know. There's still tomorrow. I did promise a little Christmas merriment from the fellows in the band room. We'll see. Because I know at least 3 of them need to get on the right side of things, is what needs to happen. 1 ounce of orange juice. And a scant 1/2 ounce of Aperol. All right. I hope everybody's having a fabulous month. We are still drinking for peace here. We are hoping that something's going to happen. Dragon's Breath. It's going to be from the Aperol, the gin. Rael, would you care to join me? Ooh, that is a tart one. That's a little. Maybe I should have put in all of that simple syrup in there. That's a tart one from the grapefruitiness of the Aperol, and then all the lemon in there. Well, I want to thank you all for joining me, Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the goddamn motherfucking Delridge. I provided you with 3 recipes this evening, 3 cocktails. Don't usually do that. A couple of tasty. First 2 were more of a technique variation. Kahlua, Frangelico, Amaretto, anything that you had. You can really, lots of things you can do that. Magic shell, beautiful, great thing to be able to do, and to be able to make it home. And it's going to hold in the fridge. Put a little cover on it, and you will notice it might separate a little bit. You might get a little bit of whiteness rises to the top. That's the coconut oil. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me, Lord Zippy Blaine, one of the most important people that you're going to see on TV today or for the rest of the week. I'm the captain of cocktails, the wizard of mixology. We are drinking for peace around the world. Let's make it happen. Until we drink again, we might have something coming up on. Let's see if I get these guys to pull it out. See if we make it happen. Once again, sorry about the rug burn. Peace out.